So your show has a very interesting concept because on one hand it's like, oh, they meet, it's going to be a fun romantic comedy, but then your character has an interesting belief, right?
He does, yeah. He discovers, he's working for a science magazine, and he discovers that an asteroid is coming towards Earth. They say it's going to be a miss, and he thinks that because of atmospheric expansion due to global warming that it's going to have an impact. And he tells everyone, the White House, Oprah, and it turns out he's right, but they hush him up. And so he knows that he's got 8 months to live, and he comes up with a bucket list. And when they have their little meet cute, our two characters, it's this sort of crashing together of two lifestyles, and he just tries to sort of take her on this journey and open her eyes a little bit.
Yeah. And what is her reaction to all this, given it first she's just like, hey, great guy, and then it's like, but...
It's like you meet your dream guy, and then it turns out he's crazy, you know, and you're like, darn it. Once again, I think her reaction is that she did it again and she fell for the wrong person and it's not what she expected. But then I think because of his enthusiasm and fervor, yeah. Well, because she's about to leave, like she doesn't want to be around this guy, but he convinces her to give him a shot, to give that theory a shot, to even just give the idea of it a shot, you know, to actually live life. Because what's the harm in living life? Whether or not she fully believes him, I think she's like, you know, I think you can flip-flop back and forth, but yeah.
Well, so he believes it, you know, do we as the viewer get, you know, also see that, oh, this is definitely happening, or is there a question for us too?
I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, people are either going to get on that bandwagon or they're not. I mean, we're definitely selling it as it's true, like that is happening as far as he's concerned, and he's trying to convince everybody about that. I mean, he's gone out into the streets and tried all that, and obviously people aren't buying it. So it's...
Yeah. But the question is still there. I think as an audience member, you can totally take it whatever you want from it. I think you can either choose to believe or be skeptical. But that's what's great about the show too, is that you there is no definite answer.
I mean, it's going to be more enjoyable if you sort of go with the premise of the show you're watching.
Well, but you're going to see them go on their adventures together, and you know.
And is it pretty, you know, comical in tone? You know, there's obviously a dark subject matter behind it, but are you having kind of fun with the concept?
Oh, very. It's a comedy. Which is what's so nice. It's kind of a crossover between a rom-com and sci-fi, because it's got the elements of both. But I would certainly say it's a touching comedy, you know, because it's a real life. It's kind of on par, you know, like Friends. It's that kind of humor, you know. It's real, but it's just funny.